Hello everyone, this is Sammy, Office Manager. Today we are going to talk about how to use Authentisign electronic signature. Alright, let's start. First is we log into MLS and go to web form. Find one of the transaction we already made, the offer. If you don't know how to make an offer, so you can check our previous video. We have a how to prepare the offer. Let's find the transaction is the 8 training drive, and go to forms. This is the offer we already made before. Now we are going to try how to use Authentisign. First is we need to choose the form. Just use the circle to select 1, 2, 3. Select the 3 forms and then click the basket and click send to Authentisign. So the first step is the Authentisign name. So you can change the name. Usually we use a transaction property address as a transaction name. And if you never use Authentisign, it's supposed to default is sign in line. That means if you have 2 buyer or 3 buyer, the first buyer send and the second buyer can receive. So most of the case we use simulsign. That means first come first serve. Everybody can receive the Authentisign at the same time. The second step is a participant. That means who is going to come to sign. We have a buyer. We have a buyer here. It's 1 or 2 buyers. We add a buyer. And of course, if the buyer they don't have an email, you need to click the exclamation mark. You can add the buyer's email. I just use my email as a sample, and you can check here if they see the custom signature. If they have a name, you have to write down the initial. It's a JS, first and the last name, 2 letters, and then save participant. And the second buyer is the same thing. We'll repeat the same step. And this is MS, save participant. Of course, you need to add yourself. You need to add the participant, add yourself. Yeah, that is as an agent. So here the system will double check, make sure the layout will be applied. First is a buyer. If you never select, you have to you just select to the buyer and the call up agent. Because see the call up agent, I need to select my name and save. We don't need to worry about the seller and the listing agent, because once the offer signed, you can send it to listing agent. Listing agent will either use Authentisign, either use email, either use in-person to sign with their client. So the next step is a document. We already have a document to select, but most of the scenarios we need to add a Schedule B. Just click Add Document, upload the file, and we need to find the Schedule B. It's you need to download from MLS. In the MLS, you download to your computer and add a Schedule B here. Because I didn't download, I just show you how to add a Schedule B. And once all the form insert, you need to go to the step 4. It's called design. The first form is offer summary. We need to first find the buyer's name, first buyer, and hold the signature. You see there's a sign here. Just hold and drag to here the signature of the buyer, and then click setting, add date, sample, and then switch to second buyer, hold signature to the spot, add the date. So the first form we finished. The second form, the system will automatically apply the template. You see all the initial will be automatically pop in, and also the signature. If there's anything missing, we can manually to add. For example, here is the date is missing. We have to manually to add. And here is the agent signature, and all the schedules, initial confirmation form. We have agent, we have buyer's initial, and usually the call-off confirmation form, the agent signature will missing here, so we have to manually switch to the agent and hold signature to here and use the setting and click insert the date. Here is for the multiple offer use. That means the same brokerage. Usually I just delete. Of course, the schedule B, because I didn't add schedule B, is the same thing. You can place the initial, place the signature. But for the schedule B, most of the schedule B you cannot add it to the buyer seller name. So I will suggest you use a markup and use a text. You can draw a text box. You can type in the buyer and the seller name. So that's the schedule B, how to add information on schedule B. Okay, the next step is click send the invitation and OK, done. Yeah, that is how to use electronic signature to prepare the e-signing for your client. And once your client receive the, once you send, your client will receive the email. Let's see. These emails I use for test. You know, it's the same looks as your client looks. So maybe just take a few minutes, we'll receive the email. Still not yet. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay, well, when we are waiting, we just go to the search property, because some people may be just a little bit confused the schedule B. I will go to any, search any listing, go to open the listing. You see the attachment. Usually this is a schedule B. You can click here to download to your computer, insert this schedule B to the step 3 for the signing forms. Okay, let's come back and see if we received. Yes, we already received 2. That is for the client. When the client receives the email, when they open, it's very similar as this. Just ask the client to start signing. And they may customize their signature, because sometimes the people say, I want to use my own signature. They can click a draw signature. They can, whatever their own signature. But usually we just, for the quick and fast, we just ask a client, just use as is, whatever the computer gave you the signature for the computer phone, you just accept. And then click start. And click the arrow, they show where you need to sign. Click. complete. And after complete, ask your client, don't set password. Just click no thanks. That's it. They finished the first signature. This is the second client. It's the same thing. We just ask as is. And start signing. Done. It's very, very fast to send a document. And also we go to the agent. This is for the agent signature. We see the as an agent, you will receive the email too, and you can click start signing. So you need to put one is for your client signature, one is to put yourself the signature. So I just use a computer font, start signing, click, 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 done. So that's all for the signatures. You know, when the client, when the agent, they receive the email, how they are going to sign. The last step, I think most people will wonder where you can find the signed document. The signed document will go to, as agent, your email. So wait for a few minutes, you will receive the email for the final, both party, every party, all the parties signed document will become the one email they will send it to you. And also the client, they will receive their copy too. But this will still take a little bit of time. We can wait. Once the client signed, you will see the update. If you receive the email, it's called the signing update. Updated. That means the client is already opened the email, already signed. The first one, the client signed. Second one, the client signed. That is not the final. We just, the email to send the email just to let you know they already signed. This is signed for the agent because we just, as an agent, we signed to give me another update. After 3 updates, they're supposed to have a final email. It's called a complete signing. We still wait. Usually they take almost like 1 minute to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes you can receive the final complete signing. So you have to get a little bit of patience. Right now we see the signing complete. So that is the final offer, a final all parties signed offer. We click. Once you click, you see here to download a copy of a document. Click here. So we can click to download and send it to the listing agent. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you next time.